Commanders, I, Archangel, your community manager, stand before you, honored and excited to present to you Strike Time 32, where we celebrate Marvel Strike Force's 6th-year anniversary. There is so much in store, we cannot wait to tell you about it, but to start things off, there have been some amazing people who have worked on this game. To these developers, I ask the question, what has working on Marvel Strike Force meant to you?
Strike Force means a lot to me. I've been here almost 6 years. I've joined a few months after global launch, and I am still grateful that I'm able to work on this game, work with the community, work with our envoys. I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I'm really excited about the rest of the fan votes coming.
Working on Marvel Strike Force has truly meant the world to me. I've had a very unique journey going from a player to getting this opportunity to join such an incredibly talented and successful team. I get to work with one of my best friends, continuing to craft great content for our website and build out tools which the community will continue to use for years to come. And I get to work with amazing people that you get to see just how passionate and dedicated they are, not only for this IP, but in terms of just making games in general. It's such a rare opportunity to have a job like this. I don't take that for granted, and I just want to thank everyone that I get to work with every day, and I'm so excited to see what we're going to do in the years to come with Marvel Strike Force.
Over the past 6 years, I've really enjoyed working on this game that brings so much joy and excitement to our players. Hearing what they like and don't like helps me find new and exciting ways to bring content to our community. I really enjoyed creating events such as the TVA Agent meta, and I especially liked coming up with all the red idioms for the Seeing Red meta event.
And to those developers, the game may have meant a lot to you over the years, but we thank you for bringing us all these wonderful moments that we've had in Marvel Strike Force. Speaking of which, what are some of those amazing moments you may have experienced while playing the game? For many of us, it could be a number of things. I know for me, unlocking Phoenix for the very first time was huge. But I'd like to hear what the devs have to say about their favorite moments. So those same developers, please tell us, what was your favorite Marvel Strike Force moment?
My favorite Strike Force moment was definitely the release of Phoenix, fan favorite character that was super powerful and meta defining when she came out. I'm also going to give a shout out to Swarm, a dumb C-list tier villain that is entirely made out of bees, so that just makes me laugh.
I have two favorite Marvel Strike Force moments. First was years in the making, the release of this guy, classic Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, huge fan. Second was the release of Save Squads on MarvelStrikeForce.com. I don't know what I could do without that now.
My favorite moment of Marvel Strike Force was being in the room when we pushed the button to launch the game worldwide.
Thank you so much, Dev Team, for sharing with us your favorite moment. Now, players, I want to hear from some of you. What has the game meant to you these past years?
The game's been a consistent outlet for me from before the pandemic to my long shifts in the ER to even now, just getting to hang out with friends, blow off some steam every day, and been with this game since the beginning, and it's been a blast.
MSF has been the only mobile game that I've ever stuck with, and I'm so glad that I did. The ability to play with my favorite Marvel characters and just escape some of the realities of life. But also, I've made so many friendships in this game that I really do believe will last a long time in my life, and so I'm very grateful for that.
For me, MSF has been a fantastic avenue to exercise my strategizing ability without it having anything to do with work.
Thank you, players, for sharing with us what the game has meant to you these years. Now, you same players, tell me, what are your favorite moments in Marvel Strike Force?
My favorite moment in MSF has to change all the time as my alliance progresses and we set progress for ourselves. When we hit new raids, we hit new wars. We're unlocking Super Scroll, we're unlocking APOC. It's just fun to do it with these guys that I've been playing with for so long. We all keep growing and supporting each other, and just every time we hit a new milestone, it's fun and it keeps me in the game.
The God King Thor node for the first time way back in the day. The campaigns used to be extremely challenging, and beating that God King Thor node with what we had available at the time was a very satisfying experience. in this game, and one that took me so long to do. So I would have to say that one.
My favorite moment was the Sinister 6th and Superior 6th release rework, whole extravaganza. Just getting to play that team and seeing how truly fantastic they are.
Thank you, players, for sharing that with us. Now, let's talk about art. No doubt, all of us agree, Marvel Strike Force has amazing art, such amazing graphics. That's one of the things that perhaps drew us to the game. Well, now, let's turn our attention to one of the artists who work on Marvel Strike Force, and let's hear from him about some of the concept art that was originally being proposed for the game, and kind of get a glimpse of what the game might have looked like compared to what it became.
My name is Jose Fuentes, and I'm a senior UI artist on Marvel Strike Force. I'm also a super dedicated player. I'm talking blitz timers, completing every dark dimension for all the avatar frames, all the social media, all the infographics, Discord, everything. I'm in it, I am glad I'm here, and I'm very excited for the future. Today I'm going to talk about the evolution of the UI in Marvel Strike Force over the last 6 years. Our early designs were a lot more darker and more serious in tone. Here's an example of our home screen. As you can see, we only had 6 features and we're still exploring currency types. These days, our home screen has grown to hold a lot more game modes and features. Along with that, we theme our UI frames and backgrounds to correspond with events or other important things that are happening in the game. Our roster has evolved quite a bit since launch, when we only had 60 characters. The shape language and overall design approach is very much of an older feel. The look of our characters has changed drastically since these early designs. Today's roster has grown to 271 characters and counting. We now display more gear tiers, yellow and red stars, diamonds, ISO 8, and others to come. This is an early concept for our character screen, when there were a lot fewer character tags, no ISO 8, no costumes, and only yellow stars. As in the other screens, this one has a very dark and slightly ominous tone to it. One thing to notice though is how the orange and blue color palette that you see in today's game can be seen in these early designs. And here's today's character screen in all its glory. Here's an early version of our map screens, something that is completely different than what we have in game today. One area where we have pivoted our UI is making it a bit more chunky, bold, and playful, while not being overly childish. We try not to take ourselves too seriously after all. Today's map screens take us to various locations across the Marvel Strike Force universe. Look at these early concepts from the ISO 8 system. From my understanding, it was in development for a long time and went through various revisions before we settled on the design that is in-game today. It was my pleasure to walk you through some of these old designs. I hope we can do more of these type of segments in the future. If there's a particular feature or something that you would like to see, please comment below. Thank you. Till next time.
Jose, dude, that was so awesome. Thank you for sharing all that with us. It was amazing. So players, it's our 6-year anniversary. We are so excited to present this to you this month. So there's going to be a normal month-long meta event like normal, but there's also going to be a month-long anniversary event. And don't worry, this month-long event for the anniversary is going to be really easy. It's going to be engaging, but it's mostly going to be through just doing the normal things you would normally do throughout your gameplay. But it's going to be highly rewarding. There's going to be a new skin. Also, some old skins are coming back. There's also going to be an awesome story arc throughout it. Deadpool is going to be the MC, and he's going to be up to some shenanigans, and you're going to take the Marvel Strike Force characters and try to clean up his mess. We really hope you enjoy it. Now, the crown jewel, in my opinion, is the Legacy Reel. Yes, every commander who is level 47 and above is going to get their own personalized Legacy Reel. This is going to show you some of your accomplishments throughout your commander's journey. Now, you may be surprised by some of the things, such as what character defeated you the most in the game, or what character did you use the most throughout the game. You may be surprised what the data shows. So, wish you could show it to you, but you will be able to get your hands on your own Legacy Reel soon. I'm just joking with you. We're totally going to show it to you right now. So, commanders, I present to you the Legacy Reel. Isn't that awesome? Ah! So, Commanders, one small note to take is that you have to be Commander level 47 and above, and have to be active, and you have to have been playing for at least 45 days to get your own personalized legacy reel. But we cannot wait for all of you to see your legacy reel, and we cannot wait to see it shared on the different socials out there. Commanders, thank you so much for your time. All of us here at Scopely and on the Marvel Strike Force team want to thank you for your passion, for making this possible, and we look forward to many, many more years of our wonderful Marvel experiences. So please stay tuned for more, and please enjoy this 6th anniversary. We'll see you next time, Commanders.